The young guy in front of us was really happy because he finally got his new uniform, but the next second, he saw that someone else's name was on the shirt. So, he quickly gave it back to the officer. The officer tore off the name tag and said it was too small for another soldier. Then the young guy turned around and left with a smile, but he didn't notice a pile of name tags under the table. Those name tags belonged to soldiers who had died. When their bodies were thrown into a mass grave, someone would take off their uniforms and shoes and pile them together. Then they would be put in boxes and buried on the spot. The uniforms that were taken back would be sent to the clothing factory. They would be washed in big tubs to get rid of the blood, dried, and then the women workers would sew up the bullet holes. The new recruits, full of hope, had no idea that their brand new uniforms were already soaked with the spirits of countless fallen soldiers. To fill the gaps in the ranks, the recruiters gave passionate speeches. After listening to them, these young guys were excited about going to the battlefield, so they sang all the way there. But as soon as they got to the front line, they were shocked. A few enemy shells came down and shattered the boys' dreams. Then they got their first order, to use their helmets to clean out the water in the trenches. The new recruits were really disappointed because this wasn't what they had imagined the battlefield would be like. During the night shift, the young guy saw a wounded enemy soldier in the distance, so he aimed and fired, but the flash from the gun quickly caught the enemy's attention. The guy was shot. Luckily, his steel helmet stopped the bullet. The old soldiers ran over and told him to remember to move after firing next time. Then flares went up in the sky, and a few shells landed near the trench. The soldiers quickly ran into the bunker. Compared to the excitement before they joined the army, now they were mostly scared. One new recruit couldn't handle the pressure and ran out of the bunker. He was blown up by a shell as soon as he got to the door. The bunker collapsed afterward. The young guy was lucky to be pulled out by his buddies, but his buddy next to him died. All around were dead bodies. Then the officer told the young guy to collect the identity tags. He hadn't gone far when he stepped on a pair of glasses. He had a bad feeling, and the next second, he saw his childhood friend. It was then that he truly felt the cruelty of war. He held back his sadness and quickly collected the tags of the fallen soldiers to be reused by the newly recruited guys in the rear. The young guy cried. He was supposed to be a student in school. Forget about being a hero. Now, just surviving one day on the battlefield took all the luck he had.